sound wasn't working, but I'm back. Welcome to the Danny Miner Daily Show. And folks, usually this is a fun show. I talk about the current activities, but today's not going to be fun. Today is not going to be fun because Danny Miner is going to tell the truth. And when Danny Miner tells the truth, people get mad, okay? And today, both sides are going to get mad. Republicans and Democrats are both going to get mad at me today. But I don't care because that's what my platform was built on. Telling the truth no matter what. No matter if I lose 2,000 followers tomorrow, I'm still going to tell the truth. No matter if I lose 5,000 followers tomorrow, I'm still going to tell the truth because that's what I do. This platform is not here so you hear what you want to hear. I don't say things just so you hear what you want to hear. Okay? I'm here to tell the truth. And the truth is going to sting on both sides today, Republicans and Democrats. And I'm already waiting to be called a rhino over this and everything. Okay? I already know this, but I come here with zero fear. My platform is Danny Miner Daily Show, zero fear. The Miner Details, zero fear. And I come on here today because I know what I'm going to say is going to piss people off on both sides. But I'm going to tell you how I see the truth of what happened in Minnesota today. And I'm going to tell you how I seen the video and what I seen happen. And most of you aren't going to like it, okay? Because you're caught up in politics, okay? And listen, first thing I want to say, I'm a Republican that voted for Trump 6 times, okay? I haven't voted for a Democrat in probably 20 years, okay? I vote straight Republican everywhere I go, okay? So you may call me a rhino after this. You may not like me after this, but I am going to tell the truth no matter how bad it hurts me, okay? No matter how bad it hurts me, no matter how bad everybody hates me, no matter how much nobody talks to me, no matter if I lose 10,000 followers tomorrow, I don't care if I lose my whole platform. This platform was built on the truth. The truth. I built 800,000 followers across all platforms by telling the truth. And I believe people come to my platform because they know I'm not just doing it for views. I'm not going to tell you what you want to hear. I could come on here and say that shooting was justified totally. I could say that and I could get cheers from the Republicans. I could get hundred thousands of views, make a lot of this, but that's not Danny Miner. Danny Miner's platform was built on the truth. No matter how hard that is, this platform was built on the truth. Now, I want you to take your Republican hat, throw it over there. I want you to take your Democrat hat, throw it over there. And I want you to put your human being hat on for a second. Put your human being hat on. Okay? Throw the Republicans over there for now. Throw the Democrats over there. Hats are off. Your favorite team's gone. I want you to tell me, when you look at that video, forget politics. When you look at that video, was it justified? Was it justified? Did that guy deserve what he got? Let me know. Let me know, because I'm going to tell you what I seen. Okay? First off, I agree with all of you. Why are they blocking streets? I agree. Why are they interrupting ICE? I get it. Okay? I'm on here bitching about it all the time. It's ridiculous. And I blame Tim Walz and that mayor for this. They're telling him to stand up to ICE. Okay? And they probably put this guy in a bad situation. They probably put all 3 of them. I think it was 2 females and him. They probably put them in bad situations because they brainwashed them to stop by, get in ICE's faces. Don't be afraid. Okay? It's the wrong thing to say. And I'm going to tell you this. They shouldn't interrupt law enforcement while they're doing their duties. And again, I voted Republican straight for the last 15 years. And I'll probably continue to vote Republican straight for the next 15 years. But Danny Miner tells the truth. Okay? I tell the truth, no matter if you hate me, like me, disown me. Believe me, it's been happening this month. I've been disowned. I've been not liked. But I tell the truth. And I'm going to tell you what I seen. I did a video and I still believe this to be facts. I believe the shooting was accidental. I believe the shooting was accidental. And let me explain, okay? The guy did have a gun on him. The gun was on his side and holstered, okay? We all have open carry laws. I had open carry law in Pennsylvania. You're allowed to have a gun on your side. And as Republicans, we support this a million times. A million, okay? Do I think it was right for him to bring that to the protest and show it to the ICE agents as he's interrupting them? No. No, I agree. Okay? Because they're seeing it and that makes them concerned. Okay? So I understand the ICE agents' concern. I totally do. Then they tell him to get off the street. Okay? And then they pepper spray him. And then they pepper spray the woman. And the one woman, I think it was a woman, she falls and it looks like the guy that was killed tries to pick her up. Then they spray him again, okay? Then he gets knocked to the ground, okay? Never once did I see him go for that weapon. Now, I posted a video that I thought this was an accidental shoot, and people in my comments were, there's video, I didn't see him going for his gun. I don't know how he could have went for his gun, pepper sprayed in the face and everything, okay? Now, on that matter, okay, they get him on the ground, and I see one agent going to get the gun, which is correct. He wanted to get that gun off him, and when the agent gets control of that gun, the agent gets the gun away from everybody. And you see the agent grab the gun, and you see him take it away from everybody, that's exactly what he should have done. Get the gun away. It's another story, but I fought a guy over a gun, and I did the same thing. The guy was trying to kill me when I was a cop. It was me and him, and he was trying to shoot me, and we were wrestling over a gun. If he got control of that gun, I would have been fucking dead. But I got control of the gun. And while we were fighting, and when I got control of the gun, I threw it away from us. So the gun wasn't involved, and that was just fist fight on fist fight. But if that guy controlled that gun, I would have died. Okay? So I get it all, guys. I've been in the trenches. I was on the stab. I had a bullet shoot across my head. I fucking been there. So I understand the stress, and I understand that all of these agents are stressed. I get it. And I blame the Democratic politicians for this, for telling the Democrats to do this. Okay? Now, here's what I think happened. When that agent tried to get that gun out of his holster so he can get the gun away and out of the situation, we are taught as cops, we are taught to say gun, gun, gun. So everybody knows they're a gun. And when I go back to my incident, when that guy tried to kill me, there was other officers on that scene. When I grabbed the gun, okay, I yelled gun, 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 so everybody knew it was a gun. It's what we are taught. And if you look, I saw a different angle of the video. The officer that shoots her starts pulling his gun out before that agent got the gun. Okay? He has his gun out already. And listen, maybe he was going to tell the guy, don't move, put your hands on the ground, whatever. Okay? You can pull your gun, but you have to have your trigger, okay, not in the guard, okay, not in the trigger guard. You want to have it on the side. We're all taught that, okay? We're all taught that to keep the finger not in the trigger guard because then it could be an accidental shoot. You don't put it in that trigger guard until you're going to shoot somebody. You keep it on the outside. Every officer has been trained that. So what I think, again, stressful situation, I get it. The ICE agents are stressed. They're going through this daily where people are trying to hurt them, get in their faces, and these officers are stressed. So I get it, guys. So when you come at me, I understand that. I'm just telling you the truth, okay? I didn't see this man reach for a weapon at all. At all. You could sit there and say you've seen it. It's not true. I didn't see it. Unless you can show me a video, I'll admit to you. I'll say, okay, you were right. But as of now, I see no video where this guy went for his weapon. None at all. Now, this is what I think happened. He yells, gun, gun, gun. That officer thinks, oh my God, the guy got a gun. And he shoots him. That's what I think happened. I think the officer panicked, or maybe He had his finger in that trigger guard, and that guy said gun. It's like a reaction, guys. That's why you don't put your finger in the trigger guard. It's a reaction. Okay? And the reason he shot so many times, we were trained for that. We were not trained to shoot one time. We were trained to shoot multiple times till the action is stopped. Okay? Now, folks, that's what I think happened. I think this was an accidental shoot. I don't think he meant to kill this guy. I think it was accidental because the officer yelled, gun, gun, gun. They're all stressed, and he shot like that. That's what I think happened. I truly, my soul, believe that happened because I looked at it and I said to myself, how is this justifiable? How did this happen? Why did they shoot him on the ground? And after I looked at it and looked at it, it's the only thing that made sense. That officer probably grabbed that gun and said, gun, gun. And that officer with his gun out there, oh my God, a gun. And he thought their lives were in danger, and his reaction was boom, boom, boom. Okay? Because when he was shot, and I see people saying this online, and I'm not going to sit here and make stories up. He didn't have a gun when he was shot. The officer took it away from him at that point. Okay? Listen, folks, you could sit here, you could try to justify it all you want. It was a bad shoot. It was a bad shoot. It was. Unless somebody could show me otherwise, this was a bad shoot. And listen, I'm scheduled for different podcasts nationally. I could be canceled because of what I'm saying. But I'm going to tell you this. Don't care. I don't care. Because this platform was built on the truth. I'm not going to sit here and tell you guys I saw something that I didn't. What I saw was tragic. It was tragic. And to me, I think, how did we get here? How did we all get here? Because honestly, we're all at fault for that man's death. Both parties were out of control, folks. We're human fucking beings. Charlie Kirk was murdered on the right, and now we have two lefts that have died. We have 3 people die already, folks. We had 3 people die, and good people cheered Charlie Kirk's death. I saw doctors, nurses cheering that Charlie Kirk died. When that Renee girl died, I saw it on the right. I saw them cheering that she died. Now I'm seeing memes about this guy. I don't know how you can go to church on Sunday with the Holy Bible and laugh at a man that was killed tonight and his family is fucking devastated. We are not the left. We don't laugh at people dying. And when we see an injustice, we speak out. We're Republicans. Guys, no matter how you justify it, the shooting was not justified. It wasn't. Let me ask you this. Again, take the Republican hat off, take the Democrat hat off. Get 10 law enforcement experts. Put them on a panel that never seen the video before. Never seen that video before. Show them the video, and I'll guarantee you, all 10 of them, when you take politics out of it, are going to say it wasn't justified. I said what I said. I've been a cop 27 years, a detective for 14, and I don't think this was justified. I don't. I think the officer panicked. Like I said, I think it was a reaction when he heard gun. He got scared for his fellow officers, and he shot. That's what I think happened. And I'm pretty sure I'm right on that. Now, if you could show me different, DM me on other platforms, because I don't even know how to DM here on Rumble. I'm new to Rumble. But let me know, because you could change my mind. Maybe I didn't see something. Maybe I didn't see something. But I'm telling you, you get 10 law enforcement officers to look at that video and take politics out of it. Don't even tell them what happened. Don't even tell them what happened. Take politics out of it. And all 10 of them law enforcement experts are going to say it was justified. I mean, not justified. They're going to say the shoot was no good. All 10 of them are going to say the shoot was no good. Folks, I could sit here and I could come on here and I could yell into an echo chamber. I could say, oh my God, these Democrats, blah, blah, blah. And I could hear you all cheer for me. I could hear the cheering and I could get views and I could make this on all my platforms. I get hundreds and thousands of views. I get 10 million views a month on Facebook. So I could do this. I could make a ton of money. Okay? I could come on here, yell, and say the Democrats were 100% wrong. But not only am I a Republican, I'm a human being, I'm a Christian, I'm a Catholic who believes in Jesus Christ. And there's no way Jesus Christ is looking at me and I'm going to come on here and say that was justified. I'm not. I'm absolutely not going to do it. And listen, I'm probably going to get canceled off podcasts or whatever. It is what it is. I don't care. I've never cared. When I started this platform, it was for the fucking truth. And that's why I say zero fear. And it's zero fear what the Republicans are going to call me. It's zero fear what the Democrats are going to call me. I always said 65% Republican, I'm 35% Democrat. The only reason I don't vote for the Democrats because they lack common sense. There's absolutely zero common sense over there. And like I said, I will continue to vote Republican, okay? But we got to call it out when it's wrong. We are not the left. The left will never call it out. We will call it out. This was a bad shoot. I'm sorry. You guys aren't going to like it. And my clips are going to go off tomorrow. People are going to hate me. People are going to unfollow me. It is what it is. It is what it is. I'm not going to sit here and justify it. I'm not. I won't. Now that I told you how I feel about this, I'm going to tell you who to blame in this all is. Tim Walz and that mayor is to blame. That mayor is even more to blame than Tim Walz because they're telling their citizens to fight back. Tim Walz today told people that ICE is not law enforcement, that they don't have badges and you don't have to listen to them. They're not law enforcement. It's 100% not true. It's not true. They are. They're federal law enforcement officers. Okay? Tim Walz is the problem. Okay? That mayor of Minnesota is the problem because they are telling you to fight these ICE agents who are taking criminals off the street. They were trying to get a rapist off the street the other day, and women, old women, 60s, are out there blocking ICE, and the ICE agent said, ladies, this guy raped a child. What are you protecting? Both sides, we got to start using common sense here. We got to start using common sense. We have to get these people out of our country that are criminals. Our murder rate has went down so much in 100 years. So it's working. But when something bad happens, we have to call it out. And it was bad today. This was a bad incident. And I hate to say this, I think we're going to see more bad incidents. I do. And like I said, I'm expected to be called a rhino tomorrow. Okay? I'm expected. By my legiancy, yes, when I go to the voting polls, my legiancy is towards the Republicans. But my heart is to Jesus Christ. And Jesus Christ would not look at this and lie and say it was justified when it wasn't. It wasn't justified. I personally think if this was investigated, he'd be charged with manslaughter because I don't think it was accidental. If you tuned in late, go back and look at my thing. This was an accidental shoot. Our politicians are at fault for all three of these deaths. Charlie's, Renee's, and this guy's. Now, Renee's shooting was more justified than this guy's. She hit him with the car. Okay? She hit him with the car. She hit the agent. To me, that was more justified. That's why I didn't come on here and do this. Okay? Charlie Kirk was murdered in front of his family, and people cheered. They still cheer. Like, you got to say to yourself, what happened to my soul? What happened to my heart? What happened to my soul? I sold it for politics. The media did this to all of us. CNN, MSNBC, because all they spew is hate. Hate, hate, hate. Hate the Republicans, they're racist. Hate the Republicans, they're bigots. Hate the Republicans, they're homophobics. Hate the Republicans because they hate trans people, which is 1,000% false. The Republicans are saying, okay, be trans, but don't use our girls' bathroom. Be trans, but don't play in our girls' sports. That's all they're asking. Okay? They're not saying don't be trans. You want to be trans? Go ahead. Have fun. Nobody cares. But when you're going into our women's bathrooms, that's another story. When you're playing it in our girls' sports, that's another story. Okay? And that's where the Democrats got to see where the Republicans are coming from. We have common sense. We don't think men should be in bathrooms with women. We don't think men should compete in women's sports. And if you think that's crazy, women can compete with men, you're wrong. Women can't compete with men, ever. I'm sorry, ladies, you're not going to like that. We're 20 times stronger than you. We're faster than you, we're quicker than you, and we're 20 times stronger than you. You can say I'm a woman and you can put a wig on, you're still 20 times stronger. No woman is going to beat a man in any sport unless the man's in a fucking wheelchair. That's a fact. And women, you got to realize that. So putting a man in women's sports, that's not competition. The man's going to win every fucking time. And to the liberals out there, you're going to say, you're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong, Daddy, you're wrong. Let me explain something to you. Our Olympic women's soccer team, that won the gold fucking medal, played a 15-year-old soccer team, boys soccer team, teenage boys, and the teenage boys whipped their ass. Professional women. And this is going to be another crazy thing. I could get me and 4 of my buddies, and we could probably beat a girls' WNBA team. It's a fact, guys. You can sit here and you can say whatever you want. Men are stronger, they're faster. So the Democrats need common fucking sense. Okay? Just because we say this doesn't mean we're homophobic. Okay? We have common sense and we know a man is stronger than a woman. And that's a fact. Again, I tell the truth. I don't care who likes it. I don't care. And for telling the truth, a year ago, I would have got dinged, striked, and everything on social media because the Democrats are in power and they stop our free speech. And how they stop that is by calling us racist, homophobics. That's what they do. They try to silence us by that, but it don't work anymore because they said it so much, it don't work anymore. So what I'm telling you is we're all kind of at fault for this guy's death today. The media is, our politicians are, everybody is. And where do we go from here? What is the end game, folks? What is the end game? What's going to happen? We all hate each other. We had 3 people die already, to me, in this war. So 3 people have already died. 2 on one side, 1 on the other. Where do we go from here? You know where it goes. Our country's going to split. Our enemies are watching this. We need somebody to step up. Listen to me. We need a group of Republicans to step up, a group of Democrats to step up, hold a press conference and say, listen, let's all calm down. We need them to step up, and we need them to step up together. Together. They all need to be on stage together and say, let's calm this down. Because if they don't, I'm afraid what we're going to see over the next week is going to be horrific. And I hope I'm wrong. But the politicians need to do this tomorrow. Tomorrow, bright and early. The Republicans and Democrats together. Tomorrow. And I know this was not going to be a popular podcast today. I know I'm going to lose followers. And when I put these clips out tomorrow, I'm going to lose followers and I'm going to get hate. Okay? I already have people saying to me, Danny, I can't believe you're acting like this. Acting like what? Danny saw what he saw. Guy wasn't reaching for a gun. The guy wasn't reaching for a gun. The gun wasn't even on him when he was shot. You could sit here, you can play it in your mind that you saw something different. You didn't. The guy didn't reach for the gun. The guy didn't have the gun on him when he was shot. Republicans, we are better than the Democrats. You need to come out and say, this wasn't justified. This was not a justified shoot. I think it was accidental. I don't think the guy meant to do it. I think he panicked and the gun went off. That's what I think. When he heard gun, he didn't know and it went off. To me, that's manslaughter. I know this isn't going to be popular. I know I'm probably going to get unbooked on different podcasts. It is what it is. My platform was built on the truth. And I can tell you, anytime you come here, you might not like what I say, but you're always going to hear the truth. I'm going to go, but I'm going to tell you, I'm going to kneel by my bed because when I was a little boy, I saw my dad every single night kneel at his bed and say the rosaries. I watched this man every night kneel at his bed and say the rosaries. My dad was never afraid of his faith. Never. And sometimes I even made fun out of him about it. My dad was never afraid of his faith. So I'm going to go tonight, and I'm going to be honest with you. I asked Jesus Christ to be with me here today. I said, let me speak. Tell me what to say tonight. So maybe I can help heal this fucking country. That's what I said to him. And Jesus knows. He knows I'm not a true born-again Christian. I tell people off. I curse. I scream. But God knows one thing. Jesus Christ knows Danny Miner's heart. Okay? And Danny Miner's heart believes this is wrong. And so do you.